Well, hey there, welcome back to 310's Ranch here on Midwest Horizon. It is my 10,000 cow challenge, and I'm back. Been a little bit since I made a video. I have just been swamped. Spring is here, down here in Florida, and, well, got a little bit of land now, so got a garden. Trying to do some improvements around the property, so I've just been busy. I've just had zero time. Coming in late now that the time has changed, and we've got the daylight later in the evenings. I've just been busy, taking advantage of it, trying to get things going here on our little homestead. So we're back on the series. We're going to advance into the next month. You see, we're still in August, and I'm stopped here at 11:52 p.m. Now, since the last episode, I did do a little bit of work. And we're going to progress into the next month. But what I wanted to do is, I don't know how much this interest is going to cost me each month with the substantial loan that I do have out. So we're going to go ahead and advance here past midnight. Let's speed up the time. Let's get it rolling here. I just want to see how bad it's going to hurt. Oh, 50,000. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, a little over 50,000. Ooh, doggy. That hurts. $50,000 a month. Oh, let me jump out of there. That I'm paying in interest. Yeah. That stinks. Where's my truck? I don't know where my truck is. Oh boy, you know what? We may just have to do we even have a sleep trigger? Oh, yeah. I've got some straw in here now. 1,000,000 liters. I did do a little bit of mowing around here. I did not get it picked up. I just didn't have a chance. It got dark and late. I figured I would call it. But the alfalfa is in. Let's go ahead and advance the time. I don't know if there's a sleep trigger here. Let me back out and see. Yeah, we actually do not have one at the house. So, it's no problem. We're just going to simulate sleep, and let's go ahead and jump over and get started on the next day in some daylight. That'll make things easier. There we go. Ah, what a beautiful sight. So yeah, the alfalfa was harvested, the grass, everything's harvested. The fertilizer has been replaced, so we're good to go. Let's just take a real quick peek at the map, and we'll see that. Let's get over here. Fertilizer, yep, we've got all the fertilizer out, but we do need some lime in this field here, number 8. That's going to be tricky, putting out all that lime. We do have, let's get over here to it. So we do have the corn here in field 9. It is silage corn. So we're going to work on getting that, well, made into silage here pretty soon. So what are we going to do on this episode? Let's take a look here in the menu. I'll show you what we got going on in our production chains. So you see in that cow feed mixer, I do have 1,000,000 liters of straw, just over 100,000, about 111,000 liters of hay was able to put in there. Down here in the fermenter, you see we are almost up to 1,000,000 liters of silage. That is actually processing really quick now. Now that I have made some adjustments, and you see in the BGA, we have placed some slurry over. I did put some slurry over with the tanker, and we've made some electric charge. Now I have not sold any of this. I'm just going to hang on to it for a bit. I may need to sell it. And let's take a look at the cows. So here's what I did. I made some edits to the enhanced animal system. I've got a kind of a custom edit of that mod going now. So we do see that the cows have hay. Still no health, but they are producing. They are producing. And then the these ones here, they're not doing much here. So I did turn on the reproduction. So we've got the veterinary reproduction going. So these ones, they took. So you see they are now working on their reproduction. These did not. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and click that again. And we'll go to yes. And so it will try to, well, I guess, get a baby going with those ones. And then, of course, we still have the little ones here, the heifers. They are not doing anything, but I do have still hay in there. So what did I do? I made some edits. And while I'm talking about that, I want to try to find what I need to do next. I made some edits to the Enhanced Animal System mod. So based on everything I could find out, it appeared that that mod was kind of set up to go along with what is it? Maze Plus. To go along with Maze Plus. So the feed ratios and stuff were very similar, if not the same, but it was excessive. A lot of feed. Now you did make a lot of a product, but that's not what I wanted to do on this playthrough. I wanted to use base game data, I guess you could say. I wanted the cows to eat as they would and produce as they would using the base game dynamics or system. So the only thing I added that mod for is I wanted to simulate the baby animals. So yeah, we have got that changed now. So hopefully this will be a little easier for me. I can hopefully manage it and we can do okay. That is the hope. Alright, so one of these I believe will dispense lime. And I do not know which one it is. I wish I had a sign for them, or do they have a label? They do not. Does it say what it does? Oh boy. What is this? What is this? Okay, fertilizer, lime. I think this one is seeds, although it does not do anything. Okay, so fertilizer, and then I think that middle one should be lime. Let's see. So yeah, I made those edits to the mod. It took me a while. That was... Oh yeah, good, got it. That was quite a bit of work. I had to edit quite a bit of the mod to make those changes, and I'm probably still a little bit more than the base game would use, but it's definitely less, way less than how it was set up. And we've also cut our production, so we won't make nearly as much milk, slurry, manure, things like that. So I think it'll be a little bit more manageable for me to do with this particular challenge. So I do not... So one thing I'm going to have to work on with this particular playthrough is I need to get some courses set up so that I can let our helpers work manually on their own, or automatically, I guess, without me having to manually intervene every time they need something. So we're going to see how this thing... I have not put out lime yet. Let's see, how does that work? Okay, it does not spread very far. Ooh, okay. The good thing is we don't have precision farming on this playthrough, so the lime should go a lot further. But it is still a very, very big field. So I'm going to get down to this far end of this field, and we're gonna probably just head down that way, make a little outline, and we have some other things to do. I am going to be relying real heavy on the workers on this playthrough. I've mentioned that before. It's just so much to do, and we're just getting started with the cows, so that's only going to get busier. Matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make another pass in this same direction because I don't want the worker turning around in the corn. There we go. So yeah, that corn patch there, that is silage corn. That is a crop that is on this map. So we are going to definitely cut that up for silage. Yeah, I was really struggling to find a direction to go after I found out that the cows ate so much food. And I really got worried that I had bitten off more than I could chew with this playthrough. 10,000 cows in itself is a lot. That's a lot for a single player challenge, I guess. But to add in the fact that they were consuming a lot more food than I had planned for, anticipated, I was really worried. I didn't know how I was going to continue the playthrough. I just didn't. So, kind of was looking at some different options and trying to just not get too stressed out about it, because I was really worried that I just couldn't do it. And then I got to looking into the feed consumption of that mod and some things, how it was similar with Maize Plus, and in talking with some other folks about Maize Plus and how much it consumed, I was like, well, maybe we can do some edits and make things a little bit more doable. And so that's what I did, and so hopefully it will be okay. I didn't want to make it too easy. This is definitely not going to be an easy challenge any way you spin it. I mean, 10,000 cows, that is a lot of mouths to feed, and we're going to have a lot of product that we're going to have to move around. The slurry, the manure, the milk, as well as just dealing with the animals, keeping them fed. So that's going to be quite a lot of work. So that's where I was really going with this, is trying to make sure that I can do it. I didn't want to to fail in the first few episodes. Alright, so I have a helper going in the lime field, and so we've come back over to the cow pen. We'll hop in the freight shaker. I mean the freight liner. And what we're going to do is load up some slurry. We're going to take over to the biogas plant. So we are going to use some of this to fertilize the fields at some point. Right now, I'm so low on cash, so very much in debt, that we do need to make a little money. So we're going to load this up. I believe there's about 50,000 liters in this cow pen, and the other one has 20-ish, I believe. And while we're waiting on that, I do want to show that I did get some hay in the barn. We have 32 bales, not a whole lot, but we do have some alfalfa hay. One thing I do want to mention, so this mixer here is a cow food mixer. It does not accept bales. It doesn't accept bales. So what I'm going to have to do is somehow break those bales down. Now, I did look at the food mixer over here. I can drop a bale in there, and then come over and drop it in here. But that's going to take a while. So I don't know if any of you have any ideas about how I can bale some of the hay and then bring it over and put it in something to maybe chop it. You know, I'd like to be able to store the hay in the barn, especially if we get an excess over there. Store some in the barn and then, you know, be able to move it over as needed. Because if I try to pick up all this hay with a loading wagon, that is just going to take way too much time. So I'd like to be able to use the baler, and then we'll be able to break it down, I guess, later on. So yeah, if you have any mod ideas, let me know. Can't post those links. I don't think YouTube likes those links to be posted in the comments section. But definitely either type it out or let me know, or shoot me a message in Discord and let me know any ideas you have there. I like to have it convenient and easy. This playthrough, we're trying to... Oh, shoot. We're trying to make things where we can actually manage it. So this tanker actually holds quite a bit. I don't think I had this before. I have added this tanker. That is not that one. Let's see, what do we have here? Yep, it is the Lizard tanker trailer. So it actually holds 100,000 liters and holds all those products. So quite a bit of slurry. Thankfully, it holds quite a bit because we're going to have a bunch as we go along. And one thing I want to show you too is these barns. We do have manure. Where is it at? Let's see. I saw it in here somewhere. There we go. So we do have manure in the barn, and we're going to have to get that out. So we could get a loader of some sort and bring it in and load it out. But I believe what I'm going to do is we're going to use one of those conveyor belts, and we're going to try to get that out of here. Again, I've got to be able to be efficient, because once all of these barns are rocking and rolling with the cows, I am not going to have time to get in a loader and scoop manure out of each of these barns. It's just going to be too much to do. So that's what we've got to do. Yeah, there's manure in the young cow's barn as well. So this truck is actually quite loud. I'm going to hop in the cab. It does sound amazing. We're going to hop in the cab here, and I'll try to not wreck. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Whoa, put on the brakes, put on the brakes. We're going to take a little ride up to the biogas plant. I want to let you listen to this truck. We're just going to enjoy the ride. It's just a short distance up there, and I'll be quiet. Okay, so I do believe I need to do something different with that gate. Oh, that's a little bit tight. A little bit tight. All right. We're going to empty out all 80, a little over 80,000 liters. And you see, I do have, let's hop up on the hood. There's actually, wow, we are up to 277,000 liters of digestate in the, wow. So I've got to find out something. Guys, help me out. What am I going to do with all this digestate? 200, I didn't see that a while ago. Wow. And what is in the... Huh. Well, that's weird because that thing looks full. But there's nothing in there. That's weird. Anyhow. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of products to do something with. The digestate I could use to fertilize the fields. But there's going to be so much of it. I'm going to need something else to do with it. So help me out, guys. Help me with some of these mods. I'm going to need your help. Alright, so we're going to head on back. So that took care of the manure or slurry. And that was in the cow barn. So we have so much more to do. So much more to do. But we only have so much time in an episode. So I'm going to do a little work, and we'll bring you back in on the next episode and show you what else I've done. Oh, also mowed the cow pen. We don't have any cows out there right now, so I went ahead and mowed it. Mowed down here too. Yeah, we've got a lot of grass on the ground. Still need to pick it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to click the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done that already. And I will see you back here next time on 10's Ranch. Y'all have a blessed day.